Do, 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 do. Hey everybody, it's me, Leslie from Hungry Heffy Crafts, and you may have got my stream yesterday. If not, let me just recap. I am trying to reignite my crafting mojo, and to do that I'm trying to do a little bit of crafting all day. So I'm not putting the pressure on it that it's going to be a live stream every day, but I'm just going to do whatever I can, whether that's 5 minutes, an hour, 10 minutes, whatever it can be. It might be making a card, it might be just drawing something, it might be painting, it could be anything. So anyway, I wanted to make a card for today because it's my mummy's birthday. And I also have been dying to use this stamp by Tailored Expressions. I got it from the Junkie Fest. It's pretty much what I'm going to be doing probably for the next little while, is playing with some of the stuff that I got at Junkie Fest, because we got so much stuff, you guys. It is absolutely nuts. So what we got, pretty awesome. All right, so I've also pulled out a couple of things from my stash, including these color bursts, these Ken Oliver color bursts. I really want to get some more of these. There's loads of different types of these kind of things. Hi Alexandra, cuckoo. There's lots of different types of these. So these are pigment powders. Sometimes you can see the ones are called color bursts. Sometimes they're called like aqua pigment powders or something to that effect. There's loads of different names. But these particular ones are the Ken Oliver color bursts. So I'm going to be using them today. And before I do anything, I'm going to cut my piece of card in half so it's a bit more manageable. And there's lots of different ways you can use these. These are a pigment powder. It's a bit more, well, what would you call it? Like it's unpredictable, I guess you would say, the results. But I'm going to do a technique which I saw, I think it was in a newsletter from Catherine Pooler, and I was like, that's cool, I want to try that. I haven't done that in a while. Rangers on the prowl. So I'm just playing. It's all about playing today. It's not about being, not about perfection. So I'm going to be using my distress sprayer. This just has plain water in it. And I'm going to spray this all over. This is not watercolor cardstock, I will say. It is just normal cardstock, but it is slightly thicker. It's not my normal one that I use. It's a slightly thicker one. Now I'm spraying this side. I'm actually going to put that side down and work on this side. And the reason that I do that, if you spray, you can see there, if you spray some card, you put water on it, it curls upwards, so it curls like this. But I don't want my card to dry in that sort of arc shape. So what I do is I actually spray the underside as well, and then it kind of balances itself out a little bit more. So I'll give that a second to help itself. It doesn't really matter. My card's not going to be this whole size. This is A5. So I'm going to cut it down into this kind of a size. But I do want to make sure that I have my whole project wet. I also have some water here to the side and a paintbrush that I can help move things around, and a paper towel. So let's see how we get on. So like I said, I am just going to go with the flow. So these pigment powders, this is an orange, but the thing is that they've got multiple colors in them. It's not just one color. You'll see there's some reds coming through that. And it kind of looks like fireworks, doesn't it? All right, put that down there. And then this one is, oh, so that one was called Orange, okay, orange. This one's called Alizarian Crimson. Oh, fancy. Ooh, looks like a poppy. It's pretty cool. Ooh, there's a lot of like a purpley tone on that bit. which is cool because the next one's going to be violet. I love the way that it's so unpredictable, free and easy. Very quick. All right, I think can you see this is more a purple fell? It's not spreading as much as what the other layers were doing. And I think it's because it's no longer as wet. So let's give it a little mist over. Oh, this one's a bit intense, coming out quite quickly. All right, this is really intense up here. I can add my paintbrush, kind of push some bits around. This is beautiful. Can you see that? That's nuts. It's obviously kind of flowing like a river. It reminds me of something. It reminds me of like the lines that you get on a lily. It's all pretty intense up here. You can add the powder to a card and then spritz it. Hi Brianna, how are you doing? But this is what I like to see the way that it flows. So I'm going to bring over another one of these mats. Let's see if I can transfer it over without damaging things too much. And then I'm going to just kind of pick up the rest with my other half of my card, moving this around. So I get a bit more of a softer tone that way. I'm going to see if I can pick up some of this interesting color over here. Ooh, intense. So let's spray again. It's back to school day for Piper. Huzzah! I am very pleased about that. I love it. All right, I'm just going to clean up as best I can with a baby wipe. I think I managed to sprinkle some pigment powder on my paintbrush, unfortunately. It looks pretty though. Before adding the violet, it was looking like carp koi in my mind. Oh, really? That's cool. All right, I'm going to leave this one to dry a little bit longer, naturally, but for this one, I'm going to blast it with my heat tool. Let me go grab it. And I'll actually use my low-powered heat tool for this one. I've got two different types of heat tools. I've got the wow embossing one, which has 2 speeds, but even the lowest speed is more than this. This is a much more gentle speed one. I think this is from Ranger, this one. Not the dog, silly. So Remy says it made me think of Bonfire Night. Yeah, me too. It looked like over it and clear embossing it and then adding ink on top. So I'm only going to see the color through where my stamped area is, if that makes sense. So it's more about having color there rather than having a particular design. And this technique is going to be really cool for those projects that you think, oh, that didn't turn out right. Maybe you're ink blending or something. and it didn't quite turn out the way that you expected it to. You can put it aside and use it for this technique. What I really like about them is that it's intense color. Look at it on the screen. It looks like something you'd see in an art gallery that somebody spent ages and ages making for sale for $3,000. And it really took 3 minutes. All right. This is not quite dry. I'm just gonna encourage it to be a bit more flat. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with this, but I think it looked pretty. I could use the same technique on that, I suppose. Along here, there's like a little bit of green. I'm not sure how that happened. It must have been some of the blue from the purple, and then the yellow that's in the orange must have bled together to create green. It almost looks like, you know, whenever you see petrol spill, you get that little rainbow effect. Okay, that. There's a little bit of seepage underneath. Wipe that up. The only thing is I will need this to be completely dry before I move on to the next part of it. Okay, 2:15. We're not so bad. I need to be finished by about 10 to 3 so that I can go get Piper from school. School day. Yeah, there's where it came through. Probably when I spritzed it, it kind of saturated a particular area and it bled through. Oh, hey guys, happy pumpkin spice latte day. Da 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 da. High process